All right, advice pod. Let's start it off with I don't know what this one's called. I think I picked a different name for it this week. It's just an Ask Reddit. Raysean, you got first.
Who is universally thought of as hot that you think is average at best?
Yeah, I thought about this one all goddamn day, and I had a really tough time coming up with answers.
Did you?
I really did. I guess we're going in the vein of celebrities, right?
Yeah,
That's
because
what I was
otherwise, what are we
saying.
gonna do? Talk about people we personally know?
That's how I almost went. I was like, yo, everyone thinks that bitch Shauna at work is wicked good looking. I think she's all right, but like, she's not.
Please, she's a
Let's
6.
not all have a crush on her, you know?
Hmm.
Sorry, Shauna.
I think Kristen Stewart isn't attractive.
Kristen Stewart?
Kristen Stewart, like the
Yep.
lesbian.
Is she a lesbian now?
I thought she was from.
Maybe she's bisexual. She had a girlfriend.
Good for
Have
her.
you seen her in the last year? She heavily looks like a lesbian. I think she's hot.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course
Yeah.
you do, Kelly. Yeah, Kristen Stewart from Twilight. I also do not understand how anyone thinks she's good looking. She just has that weird, always looks like she's about to cry face sort of going on.
I feel like, have you looked at her though within the last 3 years? Because she went through
Nah.
like a transformation. She's
Yeah.
attractive right
I
now.
like how you put the emphasis on the trans. She's gotten a lot more masculine, right?
She has. It's a good
Right.
look on her. Yeah.
Good for her. I don't know.
for
I thought she
her.
was annoying then. I bet you I still think she's annoying now.
Hmm.
Not very
Ice
attractive.
Spice. I
I
think
don't even know
she's
what Ice
average.
Spice. I don't even know what she looks like.
I don't know what any of the Spice Girls look like.
No, Ice Spice isn't even a Spice Girl. It's like some
she's
other
a
bitch who
rapper.
also sings songs. We don't say the bitch word
What?
around here. She's a rapper.
Oh, I was gonna say no. Ice Spice was one of the Spice Girls.
I have
Oh,
no
okay.
idea what Ice Spice looks like.
Yeah,
But
go with my rounds. That's what I thought you was about to say.
Kelly,
I
you
think
notoriously listen to so
I-
much trash music. You don't listen to Ice Spice, huh?
Well, maybe I listen to her, but I just don't know that that's who it is. I just add like a bunch of trash to my playlist, and then it's all stuff like where the name is like Ghost Boy. Like I don't know who the heck that is. You know what I mean? It's just
Bunch
on
of
my playlist.
SoundCloud rappers and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, but kind of
That's cool.
legit 'cause it's on Spotify. But I mean, you know,
SoundCloud rappers can redistribute their content on Spotify, Kelly. You've just been
yeah,
fooled under a
yeah,
different
that's true.
application.
I just feel like it's more legit.
Yeah, it's not. Still terrible.
He's the guy who plays Thor, and I think that he's.
Chris Hemsworth, he's like literally a
Yeah.
fucking god. What are you talking about? He's Thor.
I don't like when people look
I
like
mean,
conventionally
I'm not
attractive, like
gay,
people
but
who are too.
Yeah, me and Ray ain't gay,
You're not gay,
obviously. But we know what an
mean-
attractive dude is, and we know Chris Hemsworth is one of them.
Because I don't know. I just feel like some people just look boring. Like maybe it's like quote unquote
He look-
attractive, but I feel like a lot of people have boring faces, and if your face is boring, I'm like not into it. I don't
He
know.
looks like if you were drowning and he saved you, he owns you there. He's taking
Right.
you home.
Chris
I'm
Hemsworth.
like,
If Chris
Woo!
Hemsworth pulled Raysean out the ocean on his lifeguard duty shift
His
one day,
booty's up for grab.
basically Raysean's gonna make out with him on their slow romantic
Right
walk
on the
back to the
spot,
shore.
yeah.
gotta do it.
Hell yeah.
If he ducks down enough, no one will see. You know, do what
He's
you
a
gotta
big
do.
man. He's a big man.
Mm.
I
Very
like
big
really,
man.
I really had to think about it because I don't know, man. A lot of women, I'm just like, I get it, and there's a lot of dudes where I'm like, yeah, they're handsome, whatever, but I just don't care enough to think about it that much. But I had to like I try not to ever go through the comments when I put
Fetty
these in an
Wap. I
outline.
remember somebody told me Fetty Wap was attractive, and I was
Fetty
like,
Wap, bro.
the one
I have
with
a-
one eye.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
like, I
One
don't know
day-
about that one, man.
Dude, one day my sister was like sitting with us. She was in high school still. And she's like, yeah, we got a janitor at school with one eye. He's got a glass eye. It got shot out or something happened to it. I don't know. Lots of cancer. Who knows? Two wildly different
God.
stories. But because he was a janitor at school with one eye, they called him Fetty Mop.
Oh
And
my god, that's so funny.
And I think about it literally
my
every
God.
single time I hear the name Fetty
That's
Wap. I'm
literally
like,
hilarious.
Fetty Mop.
Was he old or did he get the reference? Because imagine being that janitor and like getting the reference. I would be so souped. I would be
I
like,
mean,
hell
I'm
yeah.
sure that he heard it enough from the kids that he had to go home and
Googled it.
Google it. Yeah. He's like, "Oh shit, it's a black guy."
That
I just
that
You're just
is
saying this because mop
crazy.
and wop rhyme. What the hell?
Oh my god.
I had a tough time with this one. I scrolled through the comments on it, and Adam Levine was a popular one in there, which
Oh,
I kind of
yes,
get
absolutely
because he
not.
just looks like such a fucking
Looks
scumbag.
like an
I'm just like,
He
asshole.
look
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
he looks like a dad. He looks like a soccer
No,
dad.
he looks like a dad
he
you don't wanna talk to. He looks like
he
a
looks like a
dad that
dad
hates
who
his
doesn't want
kids.
to be a dad. He looks like a dad
Yeah.
who's trying so hard to tell you that he is more than just a dad. Have you seen his tattoos? Have you seen his cool
Mm.
shirts? Have you seen his nice hair? He's more than a dad.
Wait,
Get out of my
I
face.
saw
I
I
don't
saw
think
this
I've ever
thing.
really seen him. I think I've only seen him, like, on
Look
The
at his
Voice.
tattoos. Google his look at his tattoos. Somebody posted how his tattoos look like those postcards you buy when you're, like, at in Utah, and it's, like, traveling Utah, it's all the state signs and, like, stuff because his tattoos
I'm
are
weak.
terrible. It's hilarious. Yeah,
He
he's
seems like
definitely
the
out of there,
Dang.
type
I'm
of
not
dude
into
who
it.
doesn't have enough of a personality for his own original tattoo ideas, so maybe
So
he
he
does
just is
just,
like,
like
"Get oh, yeah, what do the cool kids
nah,
get?"
he hits the postcard rack on his fucking way
Yeah.
through the airport
This
while
would
he's
be
on tour.
cool.
Exactly. Look at that mountain. Look at that
Dang.
sunset.
Did you
Sorry,
pull 'em up?
Kyle. I'm about to
What?
mess up continuity.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
Why? Oof.
Ooh, alright, yeah. Hit the
Lights
lights, okay.
on.
I'm gonna leave
I
that
forgot.
shot in because it was like, boom, Raysean's entered the room,
Woo.
alright? So, you wanna see Raysean
Ugh,
suddenly light up our lives,
I like the dark.
youtube.com/@theadvicepod, I think. So, links in
I'm
the show
weak.
notes, all that. Paris Hilton, that's my pick. I tried to tell you
I
guys
don't
3
even know
fucking
who
Oh,
Paris
times, but,
Hilton looks like.
what do
I
you
think Paris
mean?
Hilton's pretty.
I don't
I
think I've
like a
ever
Paris
really.
Hilton song.
Is she
Mm.
a she's not an
Mm.
actor or anything. I don't think I've ever seen her in a
She's
movie. Is
just
she
an
a mo
heiress. She's just rich. She's just
I
famous
don't think I've
because
ever
she's so
seen her.
fucking filthy rich, and then she was in that show with Nicole Richie, The Simple Life. Remember that show? That reality TV show back, like, in early
Raysean's
MTV?
like 26, he doesn't know shit.
I think he's not that much younger than me.
I've
And
never
she got
seen
kind
that
of
though.
famous for that. She has huge feet. She has, like,
Why do you know
one
that?
I just know a lot about Paris Hilton. She has
What
one
about
song that I
Jamie
genuinely
Lynn
love.
Spears?
Oh,
Jesus,
I don't think
Raysean.
she's cute at all. She's not pretty. Sorry,
She got
sorry,
knocked up by
Jayon.
Dan
I think
Schneider.
I think
Ew,
Britney
gross.
Spears is average, and I think
I think
Jamie Lynn
that Britney
Spears is
Spears has
ugly.
been through some hard stuff, so let's be nice to her.
Jamie Lynn
I
Spears
thought
didn't, she got
eh,
knocked up by Dan Schneider, what the fuck? They both had a rough time.
Well, I care less about her because she's mean to Britney.
Yeah, what a bitch.
It's Britney, bitch.
Alright, well, I hate
Mm.
Paris Hilton. Kelly, I don't remember who you picked because it took us
Basically
a while to
all,
get
like
here.
sorry, all of the attractive, like, men that are actors that are, like, attractive. I just think that they're so, like
That's right, you hated on the
Brad
Chris's a few
Pitt?
the
weeks
I
ago.
don't like Brad Pitt. I think Brad Pitt's ugly.
Brad Pitt is, like, universally loved by everyone, regardless
He's
of his
ugly.
looks.
what about,
Brad
like,
Pitt could be
Michael B.
ugly, people
Jordan?
still love him.
Hmm?
What about
You think
Michael B.
Michael B.
Jordan?
I just think I don't really know if I know who that is. Is he an actor?
Creed?
Jesus.
Creed?
Never
Is
mind.
that a band?
It is, but Killmonger in Black Panther,
I haven't seen it.
he was Johnny Storm in one of those shitty fucking Fantastic Four movies.
You
Haven't
seen
seen it.
Rocky, right?
Haven't seen it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Kelly, I don't know why I think maybe you'd have some interesting insights into celebrities. I need to avoid celebrities and outlines because you
I
have
don't know
literally
anything
seen
about them.
fucking nothing except, like, your house and your 2 daughters and whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you have to
If it's
watch to
animated,
entertain
I've
your
watched
2
it
daughters.
probably.
That's true. If it was a 14-year-old boy animated playing on a fucking a high school volleyball team,
I'd
you'd
be,
be all
like,
over
so
it.
into that, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Alright, well,
Mhm.
all on the same
Good.
page. Good. Good.
Mm.
Paris Hilton
Brad
sucks.
Pitt?
Shut the fuck up. You're so wrong about Brad Pitt.
What are you talking about? This is an opinion. I can't be wrong about my opinion.
That's one opinion you can actually be
So
wrong
you
about.
telling me if you seen Brad
Mm,
Pitt, you wouldn't I guess you probably wouldn't even know who he
no.
was for a minute.
I would know who he was.
I feel like you probably would. I
I
feel
would
like you
know who he
probably
was.
would because I don't feel like Brad Pitt looks average. I feel like you would look at him and be like,
Who's that good looking dude?
you
That's
gotta
I
fucking
be
feel
weird.
doing
like
something. Like,
okay,
what
I
are you?
feel like yeah, traditionally maybe he's like attractive, but I just think that people's faces are so boring. Like his face is boring. Like give me some interest. I don't know.
Like, give me an example who you think is like super attractive.
I don't want to tell you. It's embarrassing.
Oh, now you have to tell us, so go ahead and get it over
Well,
with.
not like necessarily right now because he's going through like a scene boy phase, but I think that Colson Baker, who is Machine Gun Kelly. I think he's really attractive.
You think
Machine Gun
Machine Gun
Kelly?
Kelly,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
refer to him as his real name, like his legal
Colson
name?
Baker, yeah.
That's weird.
Is
That's
that
like
weird?
3 fucking red flags all said in one sentence, Kelly. Jesus Christ,
Is
dude.
that weird? I
And,
think he's attractive.
and you
I
would
think,
prefer him over like Chris Hemsworth and Brad Pitt any day?
you know who I
Yeah.
think is really attractive, but I don't think he's necessarily a celebrity really, but he's a TikToker. And I can't remember his name at all or like his handle or anything because I can never remember anything about anyone. But he does these videos where he's like the producer for like songs and he's always wearing this like beanie and like this one particular shirt. And if you know, you know. But I think that guy's really hot.
The guy who comes in with the suit on the cell phone and like, "We don't need you to do blah, blah, blah,"
No.
but then and it's like a ba no, not that guy?
Mm-mm,
Oh.
no, he's wearing a beanie, and some of his more famous ones is like when because he'll also pretend to be the artist, so he's like recording, right? Like
And it
he's like the
pans around
producer.
to him like 4
But
different
then it's
ways, and he's
him
playing
yeah,
different
and he's
yeah.
doing the different thing and then, like, sometimes he's not Frank Ocean, but, The Weeknd, and, like, some of The Weeknd songs are, like, really, like, sexy, and so then people will be like, "Yo, the chemistry between you and you in this video is fucking crazy because it's like I don't know, it's
This a
funny, but
white
I think
dude?
he's really attractive. I don't think so, I it's kinda hard for me to tell, like, he looks like maybe slightly, little Middle
Mick?
Eastern maybe, or, like,
Oh,
Middle
alright. I
Eastern?
was just trying to think
Jewish?
if it was the same guy that I was thinking of, but
Yeah.
you, Kelly, need to get the fuck off TikTok, alright? We say it, like, at
No.
least, like, once a month, but Jesus Christ, dude, your brain is
No.
seriously so rotted, it's falling out of your fucking
What?
ears. Moving
What?
on. Jesus. Brad Pitt's
Wow.
unattractive.
He
My god.
is.
Okay,
Oh my
Kelly,
god.
shut up. You
Tom
can't
Brady,
be
though,
more wrong.
especially, he's not cute.
Yeah, you coulda
Okay.
gotten away with that one, that would've been fine.
Morning sunshine.
And moving on. Let's go to this one. It's not Mexican or racist or anything. I, female 27-year-old, was unintentionally a side chick to a guy, male 27. Should I tell his wife?
Yes.
Before I read the post, how crazy is it that you're already 27, married, and have a side chick that's gonna ruin your first marriage? Like this guy's doing a real fucking breakneck speed run of life. He's not even 28. I, 27-year-old female, live in a foreign country and dated this guy, 27 male, for about 4 months on and off. He asked me to be his girlfriend about 2 weeks after meeting. People ask each other out very fast here. While dating, he told me he used to
Mhm.
date a girl who was from the same country as me, which should have been a red flag since there weren't many of us in our city, especially. But he said they broke up because she was just a traveler. I stopped seeing him in March and moved on with my life. About a month ago, I was on a Facebook group for people from my country that live or are planning to move to this specific country and saw a picture of a girl and her boyfriend. It was my ex and another girl. The same girl he told me he broke up with because she doesn't live here. She was planning to move to our city and was looking to connect to other foreigners. I messaged her because I wanted to somehow get some info about how long they've been together and wanted to tell her. We've only exchanged messages twice, and I find out that they're married and she's planning to move here permanently to be with him. I still haven't told her yet, and I think she should know. I'm pretty certain I'm not the only one he's been messing with. I met him through Tinder. Anyway, do you think I should tell her? She's moving to a whole different country for this man. I mean, I guess I should just read the edit now because it's already up on the screen. Uh, Edit. I told her. I sent her all the proof I have. She doesn't know what to do next as she is moving in a few days.
Oh god.
She's very distraught, as anyone would be, but glad that I told her. Also, he might have given us both chlamydia.
Oh
I'm
my
searching for I'm searching for a doctor to set up an appointment ASAP so I can get tested as well.
god. Wow, I
Hmm.
wasn't expecting that part.
I was not
Woo!
expecting the chlamydia at the end. I'm so glad I read the edit up
Whirlwind.
front. So
I
she
feel
told
like
her, yeah, I
Oh
would have told her
gosh.
too.
Mm.
I feel like she should have been known if she had chlamydia though. I don't know. Well, I guess I don't know how
Have you
chlamydia
ever had
works, but
chlamydia?
I don't know how it works. So I would just feel like y'all wasn't dating for 2 months. You would, if it burns or it get more liquidy or something. I feel like you at least know. Maybe it'd be a bump or something, but maybe not. Maybe it's the silent
Maybe
killer. You know what I
chlamydia
mean?
works different in that country.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. So is she coming from like her country to America, or are they in America
Oh,
right now?
definitely they're not in America.
Different country.
Yeah,
Oh, they in a
they're in
different.
a foreign
So she
country.
going from a different, like a third world country to another, like another country, right?
Mm, I think so.
Well, I don't know necessarily if it's a third world country, but she's
Yeah,
moving
I
from
just
one
meant
country to
country.
another. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What's weird is that this dude has a fetish about girls
the
from this
same girl.
particular country. Like, what's up with you?
I
Like, I
wonder where it
guess,
is. It depends. As soon as we figure out where they is, you might change your mind.
yeah, no, you're right, dude. Because like, I'll see girls on dating apps, and they're like, "I'm from Brazil," and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I
I
love
should move
Brazilian
to
women.
Brazil.
Colombian women, holy shit, dude. Like, there's just certain types of women where I'm
Let me
like,
get my passport.
is there like a full country of you guys? Because I'll learn Spanish. I'll learn
Man.
Brazilian Portuguese. You know what I mean?
Then I heard it's so easy to if you just say went down to like what's that, the South America,
That's
and
it.
spent a little money down there, they'd be on you, man. Oh my
Yeah, and then
god.
they'd marry me, kill me, and inherit my non-wealth.
What
It'd
you
be
They can
mean?
give
sick.
you chlamydia.
You might as well have bomb out. If I was gonna die, that's where I'm going. I'm going to South America. I'm bring like a few $5,000-$6,000, just bang out all the bitches I can.
You're
What,
really
like, you
banking
could
on
get
$5,000-$6,000 getting you really far, bro.
Oh man, it's gonna do something. It's gonna do man. When they open that up and see that water in my hands in ones, they gonna be like, "Oh my god, daddy!" Oh,
They'll
they gonna be on me. They
they
gonna be
might
on me.
they might just
very
murder
nice.
you.
That could
Take it.
happen.
Yep,
That's possible.
yep.
That'd be an interesting way to go.
Alright, so let's get rid of the edit on this post. Would you
Yeah,
guys have
I
told
for
her?
sure.
Yeah.
100%. Yes. And as a woman, if that was, like, happening to me, if I was moving somewhere, I'm, like, married, and some girl knew that my husband had been cheating on me, I would 100% want to know. Yeah.
So, I know that you would have
Like
done the
girl code.
snooping. I don't think I would have done the snooping if the shoe was on the other foot, the shit was all reversed or whatever. I don't think I
Mm,
would have looked and been like, "Oh, this person's married? I'm gonna leave it alone." I just would have been like,
yeah.
"Oh, they're fucking around with somebody else? Yeah, I didn't really like them that much anyway." That's like a coping mechanism, I think, and I'd move
Mm.
on. You, though, you would snoop and you'd
Oh,
find out
yeah.
about the marriage and you would blow it the fuck up because, you're
Probably tell
basically
his
an
mom.
agent of chaos. Yeah, you would
Mm,
tell his mom. You would.
yeah. All of
I
his
don't think I
gossip.
care enough. I don't think I care enough.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's a hard one because I don't know. I mean, I would probably say something.
Mm,
But also, like, you don't know the situation of that relationship that they're like in their married. Maybe they took like a separation. Maybe they took a few, like, you know what I mean? It could be a whole lot of different things. And now you putting yourself into a situation where you don't want to, like, you put yourself in a situation that you don't need to be in. Like, say you tell this girl that she don't believe you. Now she think you're going after her man. Cause I feel like, what was that one part when she was like, and yeah, I'm coming to be with him or something, like she was kind of like trying to claim her territory type of thing. Some of these people can be crazy. And now then she coming up to your house trying to fucking kill you because now you just a messenger, but you're not giving the message she want.
It's
I
true.
mean, I do know that that happens sometimes where women will freak out on the other woman. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't know someone was in a relationship or married or whatever, like, I feel like, people should always be angry at the cheater, not the receive I don't know how to
You
say it, like, the
tempted
cheating.
my husband into cheating on me.
Right.
Yeah.
"How dare you have such nice tits?" You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I would tell. And then worst case scenario, if I had to, I'd just block a bunch of people. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Love.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't care
I don't
enough.
know. This type of drama come to your front door.
No, I don't know where I live. Maybe.
Through the power of the internet, they could solve
No, I
that
know, it's
super
really
easily.
true.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's
if you
very
figured
true.
out they was married, they gonna have some reason to figure out where you live.
Hmm,
That
that's
give me
true.
reason to figure out where you live. I'm like, oh, I don't even
Just
talked to
Snapchat
her in
location on.
years. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so who cares? That's me. Kelly is yes, definitely blow that shit up. And Raysean's like, only blow it up if you know that this woman's not
Hmm.
gonna show up and like bust your fucking windshield in and try to shoot you.
No,
Yeah.
mine's is
Rayson maybe.
it's always best to mind your business, but if you feel like doing a little charity that day, do what you got to do. But to me, I feel like it's always best to mind your business.
You
I feel
feel
like
like
that was
doing a
kinda your
little
business
charity.
because you were
Is
seeing
it?
him.
I
True.
mean, but y'all not seeing each other now.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you may
know.
have
I'm one of
commitment,
those
so I don't
people. Like
know.
once we break up,
Weird.
after a week or two, we're broken up. I don't really. I don't know if I
Yeah.
have that much more sympathy for you.
I'm just
Yeah, when it's
scrolling
done,
through the
it's done.
comments. I'm just going through the comments real quick to see if she mentions or responds to anybody who's wondering about what country it is, but no luck. I'd
Hmm.
really like to know what country this dude has a fetish over because it must be full of attractive ass women.
No, she said specifically that there are not that many women in her city. Didn't she say
I know.
From
that?
Yeah,
from
and
her
that
country.
that's
From
what I
her
was thinking.
country.
Oh,
So
okay.
like this other women are from this one
One
country. This
country,
dude
right.
married
Like,
one,
they're in
dated both.
Paris, and they're, like, both
Try again.
Filipinian?
Filipino?
Filipino,
Fettuccine?
thank you. I was like, "That didn't sound right."
Filipino.
Then they're
Julie
both, like,
Wenzel.
Filipino women, and it's like, there's
My
not that
only
many.
my only Filipino friend in life, before I was, like, out of high school was my friend Julie Wenzel, and that's the only reason I know
Mm,
Filipinos even a nationality. So now, I'm cultured. Thanks,
very
Julie.
nice.
Thanks,
I
Thank you.
Jules.
know a Puerto
Thank you.
Rican.
You know a Puerto Rican? Is his name Victor O'Roman?
No. Oh, now I know two Puerto Ricans. That's funny. I know one named Gabriel Iglesias. No, Iglesias, whatever his last name is.
Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian?
No, that might sound racist, but his name actually is Gabriel. I can't think what his last name is. Oh, Santiago. Santiago.
Plus Victor O'Roman, and he'll tell you all about the persecutions of the Puerto Ricans and how it's
Man,
basically the same as black people. So, Victor, shout out, baby. I love that fucking kid, but that was wild that he said that shit to you that day.
he's an interesting guy. He
He's
gave
the
me this
best.
Frieza bobblehead at Pops, so I fucks with
He
him to
gets
the
me
day I
Christmas
die.
gifts like every year the last 2 years. Like, he's one of the nicest kids in the world.
That's
Oh
But
really
man,
nice.
yeah,
that is nice. I wish I could have like a friend like that. Well, I guess I do, but he doesn't send me gifts. Send me gifts, Roman.
yeah, Victor, what the hell? All right, well, this was fun. Which
Yes.
country do you think it was? In the comments, let us know in the comments on YouTube or whatever, because you're probably watching this on YouTube, or you should be.
Mm,
What country were these mysteriously beautiful women from?
mm.
They had to be somewhere from where they like thick women. Probably like
Emily's
Not
Brazil.
everyone likes thick
Colombia.
women.
Well, okay, not necessarily like thick, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah, just saying.
decent body. You know what I mean.
Hmm.
Well, I guess it really depends because I mean we going out. We're thinking internationally. This could she could be white. There's a lot
Could
of
be,
white
I
other
guess.
countries like
but that
yeah,
makes it less fun
Yeah.
because I hate
Britain,
white
yeah,
people.
Britain. Okay, Kyle, I
Nice.
feel that.
Heard
Hell yeah,
that.
you do. All right, word. Moving on. Kelly, got next?
Unpopular opinion.
Woo!
Ooh,
Woo!
sassy.
Nice. Responding to a text with a voice message or video is more annoying than just typing. If someone sends a voice message or video in response to a text, I never even bother opening it because unless you literally don't have fingers, there's no excuse for this level of laziness. But what if I'm driving? I hear you contrarians ask. And to that I say, why are you fiddling around with your phone at all? You're already spending 30 seconds or longer on a voice video message and probably not doing a good job communicating whatever it is you're trying to say. So just stop being lazy and send a damn text message. If you're driving, don't be an irresponsible shithead and just pull over. Simple as. First of
Fuck
all, I will
you.
never, ever, ever pull over to send a text message. Like, I just don't text. Like, I just won't text while I'm driving. Like, I'm never
Yep.
driving for so long that I need to pull over to send a text message. Like, it can wait 10 minutes until I get where I'm going. You know what I mean? Pull over,
Well,
please.
I know Kyle, most likely, if every person that fucking messages me knows that I
You sent a lot of
prefer
voice.
to send voice messages over text messages.
Why I picked this one.
Yeah.
It's because I can get everything across over in a voice
The
message
tone.
than in a text message, especially because it's because I'm dyslexic and and I write how I talk. It's
Mm,
easier for me to say it than for me to write it. That's
mm.
basically what
I
it
think
is.
I think first of all, fuck this guy who wrote this post.
Yeah.
Like this guy
Same.
is like the ultimate my farts don't smell piece of shit asshole. And I hope that they get run over
Not
by a
serious.
fucking car. And then when they get to the hospital, they have to go to a fucking unit on a gurney, but like somehow that gurney fucking rolls down a flight of stairs and they fucking bash their head open and die again. My point is, depends on the context. If
Mm,
it's a quick like, yeah, sure, or I'm on my way, or I'll see you soon, great, yeah, send that text message. If I'm
mm,
trying to tell you about some crazy shit that happened to me the other day and you don't want me to write you like a 16 paragraph thing, I'm just gonna tell it to you verbally real quick. And I'll tell you why. Because it saves time for everybody. You get the
mm,
context of the story, you get the tone of my voice to help convey it.
Yep.
You don't have to it's two completely different communication mediums. Like one of them you have to set up very intentionally and let people know beforehand, and then this happens, and then this happens, and this. In a voice memo, I've got creative freedom to communicate my story as quickly and effectively as I choose to do. And
mm.
usually, especially me and Ray, like me and Ray talk in voice memos all the time. Like that's mostly how we talk. It's just way faster and it's way fucking funnier. This dude don't have no fucking funny friends. That's his
Yeah, his
problem.
friends
That's
suck.
why he's like, all my friends, they don't know how to type with their thumb, so they say their lame ass recap workday bullshit in a voice memo, and I hate it. And it's like, dude, if you had funnier friends, you would look forward to these
You'd
voice
be into
memos.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's funny. I never use it really, but I do think that it's fine. It doesn't stress me out or bother me. You know what I think is hilarious? When they added the voice thing to Hinge. Are either of you on Hinge, like the dating
No.
app? They
You're on
added
Hinge?
like no, not anymore. I was several months ago. And they added like this feature where you can leave a voice prompt. Hilarious. If you ever wanna get the cringe, like, no offense, because I know you guys are guys, but guys are horrible, and if you wanna just listen to cringy men, they're trying to be all suave on Hinge and be, like, impressive to ladies. It's hilarious, it's so off-putting. I would
With
just go
just a
through and listen to
random like
them.
voice message, like when you click their profile, be like, "Hey, I'm
It would be
Steve,
like a
and I
prompt.
like to go outside and wrestle bears."
Well, some of them really would be like that, but there'd be prompts. So it would be like your best impression, and then you'd play it, and it'd be people trying to do, like, Ace Ventura impressions or, like, Elmo,
oh wait,
whatever they thought they were best at, or,
That's
like
awesome.
oh my god, it was hilarious, and then one of them, the funniest one I ever heard was the prompt was like, "How do you pronounce your name?" And I guess you're really only supposed to click that one if you have a hard to pronounce name, but this guy was just like, "Kevin." The whole thing.
I would have
I
been
laughed
like,
so hard, it was so funny.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Now I want to
Yeah, it
get on
was really
Hinge.
funny.
Dude,
Oh god.
I
I
can
was
get on Hinge and
dying.
use my voice to make people laugh at stupid
Mhm.
questions that I
You
answer with my
could.
vo I mean, I'm not fucking photographing well since,
That
like, I
might be
was
the type
a
of person you
child,
looking
so
for. You know what I mean? Type of person
no,
that'll laugh at all that.
Hilarious.
I'm just saying, man, like, I'm not working with my tools. I'm not working with all my tools on a Tinder or a Bumble. If I get on a Hinge and I can
Yeah,
get
get
the
on
voice shit
Hinge.
going,
Get that
I'll get my
on
dick
there.
wet, dude. This might be oh, wow, Kelly, game changer.
Yeah, you're welcome
I'm
for
weak.
that.
Weird.
And there's
Really
one
funny.
thing I wanted to express on that Kyle said, and he was like, when you do voice message, you can also hear the tone and expression from
Yes.
people.
Mhm.
How many times I've been in like group conversations where just a random message that can be just taken out of context
Can't get the vibe
starts
at
a
all.
whole fight. And then you're just like sitting there like, why are y'all even mad? Like, bro, that and then
Mm.
I'm like,
Text
that's
messages
why
text messages can't convey tone.
Mm.
Like,
People
somebody
are
could
like,
be
"Why are you
trying
mad
to
at
be
me?"
sarcastic or
What?
try to play like they're not mad at you or whatever, and you could be totally fucking lost on you because of the medium
Mm.
in which it's delivered. As where voice memos, obviously fucking superior. The OP just needs better friends, funnier friends, cooler friends, less annoying friends, maybe just some friends. I bet he has no friends.
Mm.
And he's just
Part of the
like, "My
reason
friends don't text me back because they're too lazy to use their fucking thumbs. They'd voice memo me if they had some shit to say, but I'm not their friend." This guy has no friends. That's my theory.
I wish more people would text me. I have no friends.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I hate actually texting. Like I like to talk on the phone. I like when people call me on the
I am a
phone. Like
talker
if
on
it's
the
someone I
phone.
want to talk to, which is very few people. But if it's someone I want to talk to, I prefer a phone call because I cannot understand text message sometimes. Like I can't read the tone. I don't get it. I overanalyze the message. I
You
can't
can
tell if my
kinda read.
response is weird,
You
you
can read
know?
my tone. You know my tone.
Well, yeah, I know your tone. And like I can text with Shauna a lot because we've been friends for so long, but I'm just like, ugh, I can't tell. I'm like, should I say LOL? I'm like, lol, LOL to everything. So I just don't get it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it.
I
I'm
think
like,
that's the
okay.
TikTok brain rot talking.
Yeah,
And then I
maybe.
think also like when you talk to someone like face to face, you're having the conversation like right
Mm.
now. When you're texting someone, you gotta wait for a reply.
Oh
Like,
my
and
God.
then if they don't send you a reply, to me honest, if you
I
don't send me a
forget what I'm
reply
talking
within
about.
5 minutes, I think the conversation's over. Like
Yep.
I don't know what we're talking about. I might put my phone down. And then we'll come back to it later, like, oh shit, I didn't even know what this about.
Mm.
Like
And then I'm
I'm
not in the mood to text back. Like, it's like hours later. I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck now. Like,
Then you better
sorry.
hope it's not a conversation about anime. Then I have to talk on voice because then it's like I'm gonna hit you with just yeah, I fucks with it, because like I'm not going in deep with
I'm
all
not
that.
gonna learn how to spell an anime protagonist's first name. Way too many fucking consonants.
That's the real reason.
Tanger who now? What the fuck? Alright, fuck this OP, he's a bitch. Kelly,
Mm,
you need to help me get on Hinge. And
okay.
alright, the end. Good job,
Yeah.
everybody. Great job. This was
Thank you.
very informative. This guy sucks.
Ooh, do. Yo, what's up, guys? We're doing. Why am I doing all that? That's
I don't
extra.
know. What are you, a fucking morning radio DJ? That's what you sound like. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
Moving on to
All right. Rah.
random thoughts. I was reading this because I kind of read these before you send them just to make sure they're cool and everything.
Oh, you do that
And
now? Yeah. Since the last time we recorded, you started to adopt that policy. Sick.
I've been doing this for everyone. You just you always
We
try to
just
act
can't
like I
tell.
don't.
You're just a compulsive liar. I feel it.
Whatever you feel, whatever. Um, But this exact situation happened to me a few days ago, and I was literally. But I don't know if it's a lot of different things. Let me go
Read
ahead
it
and read.
first. Read it first.
The random was this random thoughts. Random thought
Mhm.
segment for today. Do you ever feel kind of compelled to write your opinion in a comment, but then get kind of tired while writing it and give up after deciding you don't really care enough in the moment to comment and erase it? Yeah, that happens a lot.
Mm.
Constantly. It's happened to me so frequently in my life that it's gotten to the point now where I've just learned, don't even start writing the comment. Not
No, I
worth it.
don't do it either. I don't
Because
post or write anything. I regret everything I ever put online, and I just find it intensely embarrassing. So I just
Including
don't.
this podcast.
Yeah, like I said, I forget people, like, when this is public, I forget. I just, like, when I write a comment, I don't know, I just cringe. I cringe at it. I'm like, "Ugh, I'm the worst, like, this is horrendous." So I just don't write any comments.
Is that what it is? You start to, like, hate
That's what it
yourself
is.
while you comment?
Well, it's like I find myself so intensely embarrassing. Like, I think I'm the best ever, but, like, in the moment. Like, I don't think anything I ever say ages well, and then, like, if I can look at it critically, I'm like, "Ugh, this is not great." So, I
Different
just,
approach than me. It's not that I start to dislike myself in the moment. There
mm,
does come a point of that, like, later on where I'm like, "Why'd you even start? Who cares? What's
yeah.
wrong with you? Who
What was
cares?"
the point?
But, like, while I'm writing it, I start to say it because, like, it just comes from a place of, like, instant I hate to bring up Dragon Ball so frequently. Chris my buddy Chris the other day was like, advice probably be a lot better if you guys stop bringing up Dragon Ball so much." And I was like, "Pff, fat fucking chance, dog. Let me bring up Dragon Ball real quick." Sometimes I'll
Mm.
see some people bring up some really stupid shit in the Dragon Ball community, and, like, in an instant, my brain goes, "That's wrong. Here's why it's wrong. This person's a fucking idiot. Why don't you try to let them know that they're an idiot slash educate them, whatever side of the coin I'm feeling that day. Be nice, be a dick, you know?" And I start to write the comment, and I'm like, I get, like, 2 sentences in, and I'm like, "This kid's probably the stupidest motherfucker that I'm gonna have to interact with today. Maybe this week, given my limited social media interactions with people." So it's like, what's the point? You're gonna put this comment out there, you're gonna put some thought into it, you're gonna put some extra thought into it because you realize that the audience is so fucking stupid and that you really have to go out of your way to over explain and oversimplify everything that you're trying to say to make them see the point that you're trying to make. And I think about all that in the first 2 sentences of a comment, and I'm like, "Fuck this. This is for who? For what? For this idiot? Nah."
Mm.
And then I close it. The end.
'Cause it's
Not
gonna be
that I get
stressful.
tired. Not that I get tired, I get frustrated while it's happening.
Mm.
Like, what's the point? Plus, like, there's no way I can make this dumb person see the light, you know? Kentucky
Yeah.
Dragon Ball fans, we call them on the show.
And,
I th-
Raysean, what was that comment you wanted to write? I'm so curious. What was it?
I,
'Cause you
I
said it happened to you earlier or whatever a few days ago.
it did, but I can't remember. It happened so
Mm.
much. It could have been anything. But what I was gonna say, basically, kind of added on what Kyle was saying, is people nowadays are so opinionated to the point where they can't see other points of view. So at some points, it's no point of even arguing with people because you're not going to get to anywhere. And then some
Mm.
people can't argue. Some people cannot go point for point. They can't have like actual evidence for what they're saying because like they'll just say some random bullshit, and you're like, the fuck? You got anything to back that up? Because I've never heard of that, and they can't back it up. Like, you know what I mean? And you're
Right.
just sitting there like, okay,
They
so what am
did
I even arguing with you for?
they did their
Yeah.
own research, dude. They did their own research.
No, I
I
can't. I
googled this
hate when
in 5
people
minutes.
say things that make you clearly like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, you're gonna have to show me that. Like, I've never heard that.
Is that a
And
real
like,
sentence that just came out of your mouth? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, people are
it's
really dumb and
it's like,
argumentative.
especially
You take
a
everything
lot
personally.
with the COVID stuff when people was coming up with their own like, well, how it came and all this other bullshit. They Facebook I'm like, bro, if you can't give me a works cited page to this shit, bro, just stop talking to me. Like y'all messing up my mindset to what like going on. I'm over here telling other
Yeah.
people what you're telling me because I'm like thinking this was going on. Like, no. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Raysean, you just need more vitamin D in your life, and that'll kill the virus from your lungs. And if also you inject some bleach or take some fish tank cleaner or this horse dewormer and all sorts of other weird shit that came out over the course of those 2.5, 3 years. Like people in the whole dude, honestly, last week's YouTube episode, I know y'all don't watch it, but every meme in between, I just put some mean tweets about that fucking Titanic bullshit,
Oh
the
god.
Titanic submarine bullshit. But that dude's another perfect example of it. He's like, I don't believe the research. I don't believe the science. I don't believe that the safety
Oh
precautions are
man.
worthwhile. And following, nobody who follows safety precautions is ever going to like innovate or discover or blah, blah, blah. It's like, motherfucker, you are literally imploded, turned into a jelly at the bottom of the ocean because you did your own research. You dumb
The
piece of
only
shit.
thing I accept about that whole situation is that he was part of the one of the people that died. Cause it's kind of like the captain going down with the ship. So I give him that credit. It's not like you kind of just send some people off to their death. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
oh
Yeah.
shit. Cause I feel like that press conference is worse. You're like, oh, so now, like, you know what I mean? Now, at
But
least when you die,
you know that he would have sent someone else down there to
Oh
pilot
yeah.
the ship if he could have, though. He had nobody to work that day. That's how he got stuck in that shit. The CEO of the company piloting that shit down there. Or it could just be because everyone else who worked with him at some point, especially if they were in that space, generally speaking, like from other companies or
Mm.
whatever, they'd be like, hey, dude, it's literally only a matter of time till you get somebody killed doing this stuff.
One
And
guy got fired because he was like, "This is not safe. You can't send
yeah,
people down here. This is not safe," and they fired him.
do your own
So
research, man. That's why we don't leave comments on Facebook because we're fucking arguing with the do your own research fucking pioneers of the world. The world is a weird place, guys.
it's very
that's such an
odd.
interesting thing. And then you know what's so crazy though? It's like even though he knew like what he was doing was kind of like not what he should be
Sketch.
doing. No safety regulations and everything. We
Yeah.
still went out to try to save these people. Even though the
Yeah.
government did some
Mm.
fucked up shit knowing that he was probably already dead. They were
Yep.
already
Yeah, they
dead,
can't tell you that though. Like,
but
you
it's
know,
kind of crazy that we still went out and spent because that was like millions of dollars.
Yep.
Like people
you know
probably
the
don't even
part
want to think that that was millions of dollars we just sent just to search for these people
For
the
real, dude.
part that is
that
the most
already
fucked
kind of
up
knew.
about that is that we spent all that money trying to find 5 billionaires or whatever, and at the exact same time, a huge ship full of like 500 immigrants or migrant workers or something. I didn't look into it too much. Please don't come after me. But there was this giant ship accident and a whole bunch of people drowned because no one went to help them. And it was happening at the exact same time. 400 people, I think. And it was like the same day. We spent all that money looking for these billionaires who went down in the to go to the bottom of the sea.
That
And
signed a paper
isn't
that
that
said
so
death
fucked?
on it 5 times.
Like, so fucked.
What?
Mm.
It's no way I'm gonna be in a billionaire going anywhere in the water uncomfortable. Did y'all see how
Mm.
small that thing was? Oh, I'll be like, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all know I worked all my
Feel like
life
green
to
beans in
be
a can.
flying. Like I'm not doing that shit. Like, you got me fucked up.
$500,000 or whatever, or $250,000 to go see
Yeah,
that
per
shit. Like,
person.
I'm like, and these are the accommodations.
Mm.
Actually, all
Yeah,
I
it
would
looks
need
fucked.
if I was a billionaire, I would have had my own like person come in there and look at that shit out. And if depending on way, hopefully he's smart and can be like, hey, this not it. I'd be like, okay, that's all I needed. I'm
so
not
I didn't plan on it, but to wrap this little segment, then it's one of the memes I shared at some point last week. Like the memes were like they escalated to a certain point where it's like, this kind of commentary that we just kind of had, right? The meme is at the end of the day, the Titanic missing billionaire submarine story is a perfect distillation of 21st century capitalism. A small group of very rich people assume a clearly irresponsible risk. It goes predictably wrong, scores more, and public resources are used to save them.
Mm.
They knew
that's exactly what I
exactly they knew exactly the risk they were taking, and for whatever reason, the fucking government, the Navy, whomever. I mean, imagine if it was like fucking five poor people who just like
They
built
wouldn't give
their
a
own fucking at home submarine, had no like real resources or whatever. Would they have scrambled the Navy and the Coast Guard to go save them then, or would it have just been five random idiots fucking sunk to the bottom of the ocean?
Mm.
Whatever. That's a really fun way to wrap our show today,
Love
which is
that.
cool.
Did
Love
you
it.
see the one thing that did you see that the Logitech controller survived and it's, like, in the sand at the bottom of the sea?
That's awesome.
'Cause there's
That's
pictures
funny.
of, like, the rubble they found, like, debris, you know, from where the ship imploded or whatever, and you can see as they scan the
Well,
Logitech
they need to see
controller in
what's
the
how
sand.
that controller made. That's probably
Sorry.
what the next
I
thing
think
need to be
that's so
made out
fucking
of.
funny.
But see,
Yeah.
the crazy thing is, okay, we might as well end the episode because we're just
Yeah,
gonna keep talking about
no,
this.
because the crazy thing is you can either let us know in the comment section, especially if you're watching
Mhm.
on YouTube, any comments, if you could please like the video, that helps us. Who's somebody that is thought of as universally hot that you don't think is hot? Should you tell the wife that you're the side chick? Let us know in the comments. How about you like voice memo responses? Maybe you should. I think they're cool as fuck and you should get fun of your friends. How do you feel about voice memo responses? Also, how do you feel about idiots in the comments? I realize we just did a whole thing about comments and that now we're asking you to comment and how it could be pointless to comment. But you're talking to us and we're very open, receptive, cool people. So
Yeah.
so please
All those things.
comment on the video on YouTube. There is a link in the show notes in case you're watching the audio only version. If you could subscribe to the show, that helps as well. It helps us get recommended to other people. And we will see you next Friday. Advice.
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 Don't be a butt cheek.
Solid
Bada
advice.
bing.
Bada
Hey.
boom.